चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
The 17
परमात्मनि चित्तत्वे स्थिते सति निरामये जीवो जीवति सालोकम् दीपे सति गृहं यथा
The very existence of Jiva is because of this Paramatma Chit Tattva. Without that, Jiva has no existence whatsoever. Illustration was given that said, a house lit by or lighted by or lit by the light. The word is there, Salokam. Salokam means Prakashayuktam. That which is endowed with Prakasha means that which is lit. Lit and lighted. Some little difference is there. Candle is lighted. House is lit. House is lit. It can be used, but still you have to make the differences. Lit house, like that, this Jiva, this sentiency in the Jiva, the Sachetanata in the Jiva is because of Paramatma Tattva. If Jiva is not Sachetana, what it is? Individually, it is not Sachetana, it is a dead body. A dead body. See, what is Jiva? You know the definition of Jiva. Sthula Sharira, Sukh Sharira. When you have taken Sthula Sharira, the answer is there. Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa. Without Karma Sharira, Sthula and Sukh Sharira will not come into existence. So, Vidyaranyana gives in Panchadashi the definition. Sthula Sharira, Sukh Sharira, plus Chidabhasa. You can make an equation as what? Jivaha. So, that is what? Jiva. So therefore, that Chidabhasa is the one because of Chit Tattva Paramatma. It is Niramaya, free from Samsara. Whereas Jiva, Samaya or Niramaya? Samaya. Samsari. See what difference it is. What difference it is. It's just like this. Sun is steady, bright and brilliant. But the reflection of the sun in a muddy pool of water is dull, shaky and getting torn into bits. Is the sun affected? Suppose the sun sees the reflection and starts crying, "Yo, what has happened to me? What is my lot?" Then some Guru son will have to Guru son will have to be brought and make him understand, no, you are not that is Upadi, you are the one who is free from that. That is the plight of Jiva. So that's the Salokam, that is Prakasha Yuktam. Now, this is up to here. What was described was how Chittattva enables the Dehadi Cheshta, activities at the level of the physical body and the subtle body through the instrumentation of Puryashtaka. Puryashtaka means Linga Sharira, Sukh Sharira, subtle body. Now the next topic that is to be described is how Chitta, that means the same Chit, it becomes the cause for Dehantara Prapti. That is Chitta, the Prakara, the mode, the way in which Chit takes to the future next embodiment, that is to be told. Before that, the context has come to make one understand that the sorrow of samsara is because of deha tadatmya. So because of this deha only, sorrow of samsara is there. So that being the case, for Vairagya sake, how it is full of sorrows, that is described. So it says, means dukkha are on account of deha in stanza 18 to 22. Then from 23 onwards, deha tyaga prakara, dehantara gamana prakara, all this will be described. So continue.
Adhayo vyadhayaschaiva prayantyasya prapinatam apamiva tarangatvam vichitvasyeva penata. First note the sandhi. Prayantyasya is prayanti asya. Now anvaya. Adhayaha vyadhayaha cha eva asya.
Asya adhayaha vyadhayaha cha eva asya adhayaha vyadhayaha cha eva prapinatam prayanti apam tarangatvam iva vichitvasya penata iva. Again, asya adhayaha vyadhayaha cha eva prapinatam prayanti apam tarangatvam iva vichitvasya penata iva. Asya means jivasya, of this jiva, this jiva. These, because of the embodiment, what happens? All these get prapinatam prayanti. Prapinatam prayanti means in English what is called as, they get distended. Distended means grown up, like swollen up. That means they increase. They go on multiplying as such. What are those which get distended? Adhayaha vyadhayaha. Adhi is manasika vetha, mental affliction. Adhi plural is adhayaha. Vyadhihi, physical illness, sickness at the physical level. Both are afflictions. But Adhi is at the mental level, manasika vetha, whereas Vyadhi is Sthula Sharira level, Vyatha or affliction. So these mental afflictions and the sickness, illness, diseases, what they do? Prapinatam yanti, prayanti. They get distended, they get swollen up, means they go on increasing as such. How? So natural. Like what? It says, apam tarangatvam iva. In the ocean, how naturally the water gets the status of what? Wave. And waves, phenamiva. How a wave lashing on the beach becomes what? Foam, etc. So like that, so a palm of water, oceanic water, tarangatvam iva, like the waves in the ocean, or waves as far as the oceanic water is concerned. Again, vichittvasya phenataya. Vichi is taranga only. Vichi is only wave only. Phenatvam, the phenatvam, that is the foam. How? Like that, it goes on multiplying. Like that, here, for this person who is identified with the embodiment, so these sorrows go on multiplying either on account of Adi or Vyadi. This is already seen, we can verify this. In the sleep, no identification is either gross or subtle body is there. So no Adi, Vyadi. At that time as such, means what happens, who gives all this? Mind gives this. For example, see, suppose, this we have seen, Newton's example we have seen 100 times. Even when you are hungry, if your mind is preoccupied somewhere, you don't feel the hunger. You are something you are doing, so much engrossed in that, is not there. Many times, some people have got the bad habit of writing, leaning on the table and all that is odd, you see, and they are so engrossed in the writing, after 2 hours of writing, then they stopped it, and is spinning. All along it was spinning, but mind was preoccupied in doing something like that. So that is what, see, no thought registered in the mind corresponding anything external, no experience at all, even if it is present. So therefore it is the antakarana vritti which gives the experience, antakarana vritti corresponding to the objects in the world. So in sleep they are not there, so that is the case. So that means identifying the body, so that gives rise to Adi Vyadi Samsara, sorrow. Continue.
Adi Vyadi Virakirna Shariram Bhoja Shatpadaha Jivo Vaishamyamayati Tarangatve Yathapayaha. Advaya Adi Vyadi Bihi Akirna Shariram Bhoja Shatpadaha Jivaha Vaishamyam Ayati Yatha Payaha Tarangatve Vaishamyam Ayati. Again, Adi Vyadi Bihi Akirna Shariram Bhoja Shatpadaha Jivaha Vaishamyam Ayati Yatha Payaha Tarangatve Vaishamyam Ayati.
Jiva is described as the Shatpadaha. How many padas you have got? How many padas you have got? Okay. How many padas you have got? 2. At age advances, third one comes. Artificial. So that comes. Otherwise you are Dvipadaha. Now Shatpadaha, one who has got 6 feet, 6 legs. You know, Brahmara, B. Brahmara. Brahmara, B. B is what? Shatpadaha, because it has got 6 legs, 6 feet. That is the Shatpadaha. Now this Shatpada, bees, they perch on flowers. Now the Jiva is described as a bee. Where does it perch? On the flower or lotus of gross body. It is a figurative expression. So that will say, Jiva. Who is the Jiva? Shariram bhoja Shatpadaha Jivaha. Sharira itself is Amboja. Amboja is lotus. Ambhajata. That which is born of what? Water. So therefore, that is, the gross body is figuratively described as what? Lotus. And the Jiva is the one who is sitting on what? This lotus of the gross body. That Jiva. But what is this plight? What is this condition? This is the condition. Do you know what it is? Adi vyadivihi akirnaha. Akirnaha means filled up with jarjaraha. So the one who has got totally torn up, as it were. Actually akirna means full of, filled up with. Filled up with what? Adi and vyadi. Is it exaggeration?
No.
This Jiva is filled up with the Adi and Vyadi. From not being able to sitting properly also. So there are 100 ailments at physical level, mental level, don't ask at all. That fellow didn't look at me at all. So I did so many things for that fellow, and this doesn't care to look at me. Poor fellow was engrossed in something, he was anxious of something, and he was thinking, and he didn't look at it. So like this, mental affliction and physical ailments. So therefore, by this, the field of the Jiva, do you know what happens? Vaishamyam ayati. Vaishamyam means dainya dukkhadi. Dainya, helplessness, wretchedness, sorrows, and also what? The pain, and all this, the dejection, all these things. So, dainam, vaishamyam, daina, dukkhadi, ayati means prapnoti, okay? He gets subjected to helplessness, sorrows, etc. How? It is just like this, so naturally. Yatha payaha tarangatve vaishamyam ayati. Water, especially ocean, even rivers, etc., fast flowing rivers you have to take. So ocean, what happens? That water is helpless. It becomes what? Waves after waves, waves after waves, waves after waves. You get bored after seeing this. What will happen to the water as such? So that's why I say, so tarangatvam ayati, vishama vaishamyam ayati yatha payaha tarangatvi. Tarangatvi means in the state of wave becomes what? Wretched. Why? Mass of water here becoming limited by a particular form of a wave. So like that, this is the plight of this Jiva, getting subjected to helplessness and sorrows. Continue.
There is one correction. Second page, second line of 20th verse. Diptaihi is there. That is to be changed to Diptaihi. Ditai Rivam Budaihi is to be changed to Diptai Rivam Budaihi.
Diptaihi Iva Ambudaihi. Diptai Rivam Budaihi.
Chit Shakti Sarva Shakti Tva.
Shakti Sarva Shakti
नाहं चिदिति भावना अत्र सैवैति वैवश्यम् सूर्योदितैरिवाम्बुदैः अन्वय before that sandhi saivaiti second line is sa eva iti sa eva eti and deeptairivam budaihi is deeptaihi iva ambudaihi. Now anvaya
earlier sarva shaktitva na aham naham sarva shaktitva na aham anvaya.
Now anvaya sa eva chit shakti sarva shaktitva.
Take this way. Chit shakti sarva shaktitva. Take this way. Chit shakti sarva shaktitva aham chit na iti bhavana. Chit shakti sarva shaktitva aham chit na iti bhavana. Atra sa eva vaivashyam eti. Atra sa eva vaivashyam eti suryah deeptaihi ambudaihi iva. Suryah deeptaihi ambudaihi iva.
Again, chit shakti sarva shaktitvat aham chit na iti bhavanat atra sa eva vaivashyam eti suryah deeptaihi ambudaihi iva.
Chit shakti means don't think that the jivatva etc. is called in chit by someone else. It is on account of chit only, for which illustration also is given. Just to see. Chit shakti is a shakti which is sarva shaktitva. Sarva shaktitva means because of being endowed with all the powers. Chit Shakti has got all the powers. So because it is endowed with all the powers, so therefore Sarva Shaktitva. So what does it do? Aham Chit iti, aham Chit na iti bhavana. Bhavana, thinking, considering. How? Aham Chit na. Think of it. Iti Chit, but by the power, which is this power? Ajnana, Maya Shakti. As a result of that, it considers, it thinks, it takes itself as what? I am not Chit. What is meant by I am not Chit? I am Jada. A Chit. No Chit is a Chit. A Chit is Anatma. Jada. So therefore, being, because of being endowed with all the powers, on account of such consideration, such thinking, such mistake. What is that? Aham Chit na. I am not Chaitanya Tattva iti bhavana. Because of such thinking or aviveka. Says, what did it do? Atra. Atra means dehe. In this embodiment, it ayati. What ayati? Vaivashyam eti. Eti. Eti means prapnoti. Gains. Who gains? Saeva. That chit only. Which is that chit? which is endowed with all the powers. The Chit, which is endowed with all the Shaktis, they considers itself as I am not the Chit. And as a result, in this embodiment, Atra, as a result what happens? It identifies itself with the embodiment, and the result is Saeva, that same Chit which is endowed with all the power, Vaivashyam eti, gains helplessness. Vaivashya also means not being the master of oneself, being dependent on someone. Vaivashya, not being the master of oneself. So that is what Vaivashyam eti means. What is that? Not helplessness. It takes itself as though jada, not knowing that it is chitta chaitanya. It takes itself to be jada. That is what Vaishya means. So that is Vaivashya ati. For which an illustration is given, just as like Surya Deeptaihi Ambudaihi Iva. Just as sun, SUN sun, becomes helpless by what? By its own power. What is the power? You have to understand this way. Because of the heat of the sun, water gets evaporated and becomes the cloud. And what these clouds do? They cover the sight of the sun. So that is what. Or they make the sun appear dull, depending on how dense the mass of cloud is. If it is a very thick mass of cloud, sun gets totally covered. If it is little layers are there, the light of the sun becomes dim, it becomes dull. Or as a part of sun. Sun is a disk, a whole round disk. But now what has happened? Clouds have come to a certain, some portion is covered, some portion is visible. So means as though the part of the sun. This is what is called Vaivashya of the sun. And this by whom? Clouds. Who are these clouds? Product of its own power. So like this, the Chit Shakti which is endowed with all the power, because of its some power of, that means ignorance, what happens? See, you may say, how ignorance can be power? You just imagine the plight of a person who has mistaken the rope for a snake. You count his heartbeat, see his blood pressure. Who creates all this? Avidya, Ajnana of this. And he runs and he fell down, broke his knee. Who? By who? Ajnana. How much powerful it is. So that person says, Deeptaihi means again, that is Deeptaihi Ambudaihi. Clouds, again these clouds are lit by who? Sun only. Suppose in Amavasya night, even if the clouds are there, you are not able to see them. You may infer there are clouds because what? Stars are not seen. But you are not able to see the clouds. But here daytime, these clouds are seen on account of sunlight, and the very same clouds what they do? They cover the sun, or they make the sun appear dull, or so that is what is khandita. Khandita means what? Broken, as it were, in part. Here again, is it really so? No. Sun gets never covered. We say actually what gets covered? Our sight gets covered. Sun never gets covered. Sun never becomes dull. Sun is never broken into pieces, but is our sight. Likewise also, Chit never becomes the jada, it never gets subjected to adi vyadi, but for jiva's drishti, it appears as what? Ayo samsara. So that is how it is. It's yes. Deeptaihi ambudaihi. Ambuda, that which gives. Ambu means water, clouds. Ambudaihi. So deeptaihi. Iva, like that. Vaivashyam iti. And because of this helpless, you know what happens? It goes on taking embodiments after embodiment. At times, high at times, many at times, embodiments wherein there is no scope of gaining Atma Jnana. Such a total helplessness. At least, if it were a human embodiment, provision was there. Whether you make use or not, it is left to you. At least provision is there to gain the Atma Jnana. But other embodiments, there is no provision of gaining Atma Jnana at all. That is why it is said, human embodiment is the most precious one. Vivek Chudamani Shankaracharya says, Jantunam Narajamma Durlabham. But we don't know the importance of that. Like that, a village child taking what is that, this diamond and playing at a marble. Goti. So like a marble. Actually it is a diamond. It doesn't know. So like that, we make use of the embodiment for bhogas, but not for paramartha. It is designed for gaining paramartha jnana. We don't know the importance of it. That's why. So what happens to it afterwards? Let us see.
Vaivashyachavati maurya Navindasyatma samvidam Dhanajadya parabhutaha Swangavadalanam yatha Advaya Vaivashyat Chavati Maudhyat Atma Samvidam Na Vindati Yatha Ghanajadya parabhutaha Swangavadalanam.
After parabhutaha, add purushaha. Add purushaha after parabhutaha.
Ghanajadya parabhutaha. Add purushaha. Swangavadalanam. Add na vindati. Na vindati to be added. Again. Vaivashyat Chavati Maudhyat Atma Samvedam Na Vindati Yatha Ghanajadya parabhutaha Add Purushaha Swangavadalanam Add Na Vindati.
Is it necessary that Anvaya is to be repeated second time? Come on, how many you want? So slow, fellow. He's be little alert, that's all. Otherwise, first practice Devanagari writing. That is the problem. Then you can do one thing. You can use your mother tongue. Okay. Okay, I will give 2 more days. By that time, you develop the capacity to write it. And he is going very slow as such. Fine. Now, another thing. When I am teaching, automatically the Anvaya comes there. Suppose you have not missed something, you can also verify that. So that also is there. So that can be done. We can save time. economy. So we have to see all these things. Vaivashti, look here. When I am teaching, I am going in the other way of formal there, sir. You should know some knacks. Vaivashavasha. Vaivasha. Because of this helplessness, this meanness, because of dependence on something else. This chit. Chavati. Chavati means falling down. Falling down. What is this falling down? Taking to embodiments which are not eligible to gain Atma Jnana. Fall here is so gaining embodiments which are not fit to gain the Atma Jnana. So that is Vaivasha Chavati. Chavati means those embodiments which are not Adhikruta. Adhikruta means eligible to gain the Atma Jnana. So that is Chavati. How? Maudhya. Because of ignorance, because of aviveka, mudhata, ignorance, aviveka, maudhya. What does it do? What happens? Atma samvidam na vindati. See, Anvaya comes there. Atma samvidam na vindati. Na doesn't know the Atma Swarupa. Doesn't get vindati, know or gain, doesn't gain the Atma Jnana. Atma Samvidam na vindati. Or which means doesn't know oneself. What is Swarupa? What is oneself? Chit Swarupa. Is already taken as a Jada. So doesn't know its Swarupa. An illustration is like this. With that, Yatha just said, a Purusha, a person who Ghanajadya Parabhuta means a person who is totally intoxicated. Jadya here is intoxication. Suppose I have taken drinks, etc. Totally intoxicated. Does that person know who he is? No, he doesn't know. Who is etc. And such a person is Ghanajadya Parabhuta, overpowered. Parabhuta, overpowered by Ghanajadya means very powerful intoxication. He doesn't know Swangava Dalanam Navindati. Suppose something happened and his own limbs, Avadalanam is cut, or that is what, split by something, whatever, some by dagger or something. This fellow himself must be having some dagger or something and he has got cut, etc. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Okay? That's why, where are they? Naturally moving person, you find where? In the gutter. Gutter with all muck on the body. Does he know? And this fellow has fallen there. He has got hurt on the head. Blood is coming. He is not at all aware of it at all. So like that. Swanga avadalam. Swasya angasya avadalanam. Avadalanam. Split, cut of one's own limb. He doesn't know. Then is it that one has to be like that only? That means chit once forever has become what? Jada. Takes itself, has not become Jada. Takes itself to be Jada. No. The question comes, when does chit knows its Swarupa? It is just like that intoxicated person. When does the intoxicated person know, oh, I have got injuries, etc. When he becomes aware, I am so and so, I took such a drink, and then it was 1st January, and night, 2 a.m., I was driving, and accident, and then I am now lying in the hospital. Just come to senses. He knows that who is me. Earlier he didn't know. So that is how it is. So that is how, that is like that only here. That is when this is Ghanajadya is gone, Maudhya, Aviveka, Ajnana is destroyed, Chit knows that it is a Chit Tattva and not Jada. So that is how it is continuing.
Prapya chapyanusandhanam asya moho vinashyati ghana moharato jantuhu swakarya smaranam yatha. Advaya asyaha anusandhanam prapya cha api mohaha vinashyati yatha ghana moharataha jantuhu swakarya smaranam. Again, asyaha anusandhanam prapya cha api mohaha vinashyati yatha ghana moharataha jantuhu swakarya smaranam.
I now discovered why some are not able to take they are writing down like dictation and tell. That is not the, you mark in the book and that you do homework. If you want to write completely, do it at home. The homework is so it is not meant for that. That means if you did again it's third time also you so only once now. I found out by spy. See that? See, you should know Sandhi breaking. There you can know. Wherever Sandhi breaking is there, you can make a note there, etc. Asyaha anusandhanam prapya cha api. Asyaha chitehe anusandhanam prapya. Anusandhana is smarana. You are familiar with the word Vishayanusandhana, means Vishaya Chintana. Atmanusandhana, Atma Chintana. So here it says Asyaha anusandhanam prapya. Asyaha smaranam chintanam prapya. And what is that Asyaha? Asyaha chitehe anusandhanam prapya. So that means now when this moha api chiti will go. So when this Chaitanya, Chit Swarupa, we discover its own nature, when this happens, when Asyaha Chitehe Anusandhanam Chintanam Smaranam Prapya Cha Api. Cha Api, Prapya Cha Api means Eva. Only this is this solution. Only after gaining the knowledge of the Swarupa. That is me, Chit Swarupa, in its true nature. So, Prapyachapi, what happens? Moha vinashyati. That moha, aviveka, ajnana, consequent maudhya, vaivashya, all this vinashyati. So, how to say, just a person, the same person, who is that? Totally intoxicated person. Just as it says, yatha ghana moharataha jantuhu. Here jantu is that person who was totally intoxicated. Ghana moha, not ordinary intoxication, the total intoxication. घनमोहरतः जंतु स्वकार्यस्मरणं यथा. Swakaryasmaranam. Karya is karma. Remembering one's karma. Oh, I have to do this. I have fallen here in the gutter. Let me get up and go. I have to attend something, etc. So this is what we call as he has come to senses. When the person comes to senses, and so, I have to do such and such things, etc. And this is my flight. Why? What has happened now? Intoxication has gone. Then say, did I do that? Many times they say, did I do that? Because doesn't believe that he can do. Because why? Intoxication. So he doesn't know what the person is. Swakarya, swakarma, because that means when its moha goes, that's all. Moving one's own karma, what is to be done, etc., is the indication that intoxication has already gone and knows, and so, this is what is expected of me to be done, etc. So that means that Maudhya should go. Swarupa Darshana must be done. Now, from 23 onwards, up to 39, Deha Tyaga Prakara is being told. This Lord Shiva starts telling how Chit gives up the present embodiments to take the subsequent embodiment. Afterwards also something related things. It is not a very clear-cut definition. In between, allied things also are told, some connected things also are told as such. So therefore now, Deha Tyaga Prakara is being described. Continue.
One addition is to be done. In the second line of 23rd verse, Na karotyanusandhanam, after that add kushti. Kushta roga, leprosy. Kushti means a leper. Kushti to be added. Yadanga samvidam vataspanda shakti pramoshataha. Nakalokyanusandhanam Pushti Spandaishanam Yatha Asamvit Spandato Dehe Padma Patram Rudhistitam Napuratya Parabrushtam Darupatram Yatha Bahihi. Anvaya Yatha Vataspanda Shaktihi Pramoshataha Anga Samvidam Pramoshataha and Nimitta. Pramoshataha Nimitta. Pramoshataha and Nimitta. Nimittat Anga Samvidam Anusandhanam Na Karoti Yatha Pushti Spandayishanam and Tata Asamvit Spandataha Dehe Rudhi Stitam Padmapatram Na Spurati Yatha Aparamrushtam Darupatram Bahihi and Na Spandate.
Now, first you know what is Anga Samvid. Anga Samvid is what we call as Sachetanata, sentience. You know, are we inner? No. We are Sachetana. So that cognition that I am Sachetana, I am sentient entity, that is what is called as what? Anga Samvid. Anga Samvida. So that will say, when you say, Vataspanda Shaktihi. Vataspanda Shakti is, Vata here is Prana. Vata here is what? Prana. So Vataspanda Shaktihi is Vatasya Pranasya Spanda Shakti. Spanda Shakti is power to function, capacity to function. So Vataspanda is power to function, capacity to function. Yada, just said, Vatasya means Pranasya Spanda Shakti. Whatever. Anga Samvidam Pramoshataha Nimitta, because of being taken away. Pramoshataha means because of being taken away. Anga Samvidam na karoti, no more feels the sentience, means that individual is no more aware of oneself. Presently, are you aware of yourself or not? Yes. That is Anga Samvid, that Sachetanata, that sentience. No. For example, a person who has fainted, no, in sleep also, no more aware of the embodiment. So like that, Anga Samvidam na karoti means no one aware of that sentience. So means unaware of oneself. On account of what? Pramoshataha nimitta. What has happened? We see that what is the reason? Prana has stopped functioning because the mechanism which activates the prana is not functioning, for which some other reason is that it will come in due course. Look, because of prana we are breathing. Because of prana all physiological functions are taking place. But prana should function. For prana to function, there is a mechanism according to Yoga Shastra, what is called as Padma Yantra or Padma Patra. Your anatomy will not tell this. Cardiologist will not know that. Cardiovascular surgeon doesn't know anything about that. According to Yoga Shastra, in Hridaya, there is a device, mechanical device called Padma Yantra or Padma Patra, which activates the prana. And when the prana gets activated, we have got the Anga Samvid. We are lively and sentient. But what has happened now? Prana has withdrawn because that Padma Yantra is not activating the prana. So therefore what? No Anga Samvid, no sentience is of the body is felt. So there is the Pramoshataha Anga Samvidam na karoti, Pramoshataha Anga Samvidam Anusandhanam na karoti. Anusandhana means Smaranam na karoti means he is unaware of sentiency. He is unaware of Sachetanata, not aware of Sachetana. Like what? It says, Yatha Kushti Spandaishanam na karoti. Kushti, a leper, because of leprosy, let us say, unfortunately, this person has lost these fingers. Any desire to move the fingers is there? No. Because there is no sensation. In leprosy, what happens? Sensation goes. There is no, even if the fingers are there, suppose it has got, it is attack of leprosy, it is not aware of them. There is no desire, there is no movement of the fingers at all. Kushti Spandaishanam na karoti, means doesn't desire to move the rotten fingers, the affected fingers. Then what happens? Sada asavit spandataha. Asavit, first know, samvidaha spanda, samvit spanda. Function of samvit. Na samvidaha spanda is what? Asamvit spanda means when the samvit has become devoid of function. No more sachetanata in the body. So therefore, it is not aware of, the individual not aware of anything. Why? Because the linga sharira has withdrawn itself into hridaya. Linga sharira, sukh sharira has withdrawn itself in the hridaya. Its abode in the hridaya, the physical heart. You can see the seat of antakarna sukh sharira according to our Vedanta is hridaya. Even the psychosomatic nervous system is around the physical heart only, though the brain is here in the skull, but autonomous nervous system is around the heart region only. That is the case. So Tada is asamvit spandataha, because samvit has become devoid of spanda function since the linga sharira, the puryashtaka, the sukh sharira, subtle body has withdrawn itself into hridaya. Hridaya spandataha. Dehe hridi stitam Padmapatram na surati. So the result what happens is the hridisthitam Padmapatram. Dehe hridisthitam Padmapatram. Where is hridaya? In the deha. And in that deha what is that? Padmapatra. Padmapatra or Padma yantra, a mechanical device or mechanism may not be visible as such, but it's a function. So a mechanism as per Yoga Shastra, so that activates the prana. So that will say Padmapatram na surati, doesn't function. Reason for that is vasanas, karma phalas, because prarabdha is over, or the great damage has been done to the body. Because of damage to the body, what happens? The prana, that is the sukh sharira, withdraws itself in terms of into the hridaya. For which illustration is there? Yatha aparamrishtam darupatram bahihi ad na spandati. Yatha aparamrishtam darupatram bahihi na spandati. Illustration is that of a sacrifice yajna. In yajna yaga, Ritviks make use of many vessels, including made up of wood. Now, unless the Ritvik lifts a vessel, Darupatram, Daru means what? Wood. Wooden pot or wooden vessel, will the wooden vessel move? It is not. It is stationary. But suppose this person, let us say ladle, spoons, he lifts it, dips in the pot having the ghee, and then what? Pour, etc. Movement is there or not for that ladle? the spoon, etc. Who does it? Ritwik. Suppose Ritwik doesn't use that particular daru patra, it is just motionless, it is just functionless, it is just stationary. So that is it. Yatha. So aparamrishtam means either not used or not touched. Not touched or not used. Daru patram bahi na spandate. It doesn't function at all. It doesn't function at all. Then what happens? See, Sukshma Sharira has withdrawn itself into the Hridaya. Pranas are no more functioning. Padma Patra or Padma Yantra doesn't activate the. What do the prana do at that time?
Nispande Padma Patre Saha Prana Shantim Prayantyami Tala Vrunte Yathaspande Bahi Pavana Shaktayaha Sandhi Prayantyami is Prayanti Ami. Anvaya Nispande Padma Patre Ami Astaha Pranaha Shantim Prayanti Yatha Tala Vrunte Aspande and Sati Bahihi Pavana Shaktayaha.
Nispande Padma Patre. When the Padma Patra, Padma Yantra, that mechanism in the heart, according to Yoga Shastra, is Nispanda, no more functional, has stopped its function. What happens? Pranas also has stopped its function. Pranas are no more functioning. Nispande Padma Patre. Ami means these Antaha Pranaha. These pranas, which are where are they now? Abiding in the Hridaya. Those abiding in the Hridaya, Prana, Shantim Prayanti. You should know that what is meant by Shantim Prayanti means. Prayanti means acquire, gain. Gain Shanti means they merge with the principle of fire, Tejas. Shantim Prayanti means Tejasi Vilayam Yanti. In English, pranas merge in the fire principle. How do you say so? This is based on Shruti. A Shruti says, Manah Prane Pranas Tejasi. Mind merge in prana. Prana merges where? In the Tejas. That is the fire principle. So it consists in the fire principle. Illustration. Yatha just said, Tala vrinte aspande sati. Tala vrinta is fan. Maybe that Tala that leaves, no big leaves cut and made hand fans. Those days they were all hand fans. So you stop shaking the hand fan, what happens? Breeze also stops. So that's Tala vrinte aspande sati. When the fan is no more, either now let us take our rotating. When the fan is no more rotating, or the fan no more moves, though there is shaking and movement. Even nowadays, where sometimes villages where this is not, electricity is not there, or a huge walls where it is the fans cannot be put, etc. Not AC walls. Aspande pavana bahi pavana shaktaya. External pavana shakti means the breeze. Whatever breeze you get out of the fan, they stop. So like that, this is what prana, this is what this prana merge where in the Tejasi. When prana stop that function, what happens?
प्राणे शान्ततरस्पर्शे जीवो निष्पूर्णमूकताम् याति शान्ते नभो वायौ न दृश्यत्वं यथा रजः अन्वय प्राणे शान्तेतरस्पर्शे जीवः निष्पूर्णमूकतां याति यथा नभो वायौ शान्ते रजः दृश्यत्वं न याति.
I hope you remember the context. What is being described? Deha tyaga prakara of chittattva. How it gives up the body. At that time, what all happens in this body mechanism in the upadhi. So that chit gives up this body and takes the subsequent body. All details are given there. Prane Shanti. When the prana has merged where? In the higher principle, it says Shanti. There is a Shanti. Shanti Tarasparshe is there. Other alternate reading is there. Shanti Antarasparsha. Antarasparsha. Shanti Antarasparsha. Or Shanti. Antara is better. Shanti Tarasparshe. Antarasparshe. You can Antarasparshe or Antarasparsha. So Jivaha Nishpurna Mukatam Yati. Antaha Asparsha. Prane Shanti Antaha Asparsha means Sparsha here is Upalakshana for all the functions of Indriyas and Mana. When Prana has stopped functioning, all functions of Indriya, Jnanendriya, Karmendriya and Mana, they stop. So that is what Antara Shanti Tarasparshe. This is better. We did that Patantara. Shanti Antarasparsha. Sparsha being Upalakshana for all activities of senses and the mind. So that Jivaha Nishpurnatam Yati Mukatam Yati. Two things again. Nishpurna Mukatam has to be split as Nishpurnatam Yati Mukatam Yati. What is that Nishpurnatam? Nirargala Purna. Nirargalam Purna. Nirargala means unobstructed. That is completely free. See, when pranas have stopped functioning, do you know what happens? upadhis are no more functioning. So upadhis are no more functioning. So upadhi vidaya is there. The form of upadhi becomes what? Stops. Upadhi no more there. When upadhi stops, what happens? The prana is free from the burden of upadhi. Free from the burden of upadhi. And that is that unobstructed, completely free is what Purna. Earlier it was conditioned by upadhi. Now no more conditioned by the upadhi, gross body. Purna. Then when upadhi vilaya is there, all functional upadhi stop or not? Mukha, like dumb. How dumb person doesn't talk is silent. So all indriyas, upadhis are what? Without any function. Remember, this is deha tyaga prakara means death. So the functions are withdrawn. And first, who takes the lead? Prana. Why prana? Because it was the leader who makes them function. So that's why the lead is taken by the prana. Nishpurnatva mukatam. Nishpurnatva because of rupa upadhi vidaya. Ni for nirargala, unobstructed completely. So that is vidaya, freedom from that. Again, so because upadhi vidaya is there, so that being the case, vidaya mukascha. Mukascha means free from its function. Mukatam yati. That's an illustration. Say, nabho vayav shanti. When the storm has stopped, nabho vayu here is storm in the sky. When the storm has stopped, what happens? It is rajaha drish yatha, just said yatha nabho vayav shanti. Rajaha drishyatvam na. Rajaha, dust no more appears. Means storm which raises the dust storm. You know dust storm. So always is that everything appears as a cloudy as well because it is covered by the dust. When the storm has stopped, no dust is ever seen. So here no function because upadhi vilaya has taken place. Prana no more functioning. So all this was done by who? Prana. And what remains? Manaha remains. But how? Without the support, without the prana. It was prana who was activating the mind. And therefore, so that manaha remains, we'll see.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं शोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ